All right, Shalom, Israel. This is the brother Awar Ba, representing Great Millstone, Dallas, back with another impromptu lesson. Before I get started and kick it off, I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful and humble elect that are out there doing this work in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the planet Earth, helping to erect the house of David so we can get out of here. And shalom to you sincere Aquat that are out there that are subscribed to this channel as well. Shalom, salutations and greetings to you also. Okay. And so today's lesson is going to deal with talking about the nation of Israel, but primarily 2/3 of the house of Israel. Okay. Or you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. And what we're going to deal with in this lesson, in today's lesson, is just the idea behind you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Primarily Jake just, having nothing but negative energy towards their own people. Okay. And ultimately, we know that is all from, in today's agenda, primarily just, from, that's just the work of the biblical Edomite, man, so-called white man, okay, that has actually turned his own people against each other, okay? But we know this is nothing new under the sun. It's actually been happening way back in the days of Yahushua even. I mean, let's think, who actually gave up, who actually gave up Yahushua to be killed? Was it not the Jews? His own people? Okay. All right. But even back then, it was the same thing. Okay. But you got these guys out there that are teaching and scattering the flock, teaching heresy, teaching lies, and it's so many of them that, I mean, you can go any direction with it, whether it be, just different doctrines, whether it be them coming up against each other, up against primarily the prophets, the people that are actually preaching the real truth and nothing but the truth, the 100% truth. Okay. And then you just got them ultimately just being niggas toward each other. And it's totally contrary to the scriptures, because the Bible teaches us to, not have a grudge or not be ill-mannered to your neighbor. Okay. It's one of the main commandments, love the Lord. Love the Lord with everything, and then also be good to your neighbors, man, which is your Israelites. Okay? Loosely paraphrasing. But Jake doesn't like to do that, man. Jake will constantly go after each other and tear each other down before they tear down another nation. These heathen nations that don't even believe in the same thing. Okay? That really don't mean you any good whatsoever. All right, so I want to deal with that, but I got some scriptures, and let's just get to work. This is Zechariah chapter 13, and I'm going to start at 7. Okay, it says, "Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow. All right, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall scatter. And I will turn my hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." Okay, this 2/3 is going to be predominantly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that A, don't know that they're Israelites, B, know that they're Israelites, okay, and that are just not following the law, statutes, and the commandments, or that are just contrary to the Lord's, to the Lord and the Lord's men. Okay, you're gonna die. You're gonna be cut off, and you're gonna die. Okay. Now, ultimately, we know that the 2/3 they're gonna be destroyed on this side, but they're gonna come back through the elect. Okay, and you got guys out there right now that are teaching completely against this. Okay, we got the Christian church that are saying that there's a heaven and there's a hell, okay, where you go and you burn forever if you go to hell or whatever. Okay, and we know that is absurd, and that's just a lie that was made up by the Christian or the Catholic Church to get people to tithe or to give money. It was for just control. Okay, a big lie. And then you got those of the circumcision that are in there that are coming up and scoffing against the true men of the Lord. Okay, teaching completely against or contrary to the 2/3 doctrine, when the scriptures blatantly tells you that there is going to be a 2/3 that gets cut off and that dies. And it's predominantly the 2/3 that are talking about that, man, that are coming up against it. Let's continue to read. Okay. Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my God. Okay, and that's talking about the elect. Okay, the 1/3. All right, the hopeful elect, man, people that are out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. That's what that's talking about in verse 9. It's going to bring them through the fire, and it's going to try them as silver and gold is tried. Okay, they're going to be purified. All right. So yeah, you got these guys out there that are a part of other camps or that have been at home watching videos and think they're something when they're really nothing at all, and they don't know nothing. They'll go put on a garment, make them a garment, or put on a shirt with some fringes and go out and call themselves Israelites when they don't know nothing, or jump on the comment boards, talk a lot of trash, man. Okay, but this was prophesied. Okay, we knew this day was going to come. All right. How we know? We know through the scriptures. Okay. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and 3. Okay. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. Yeah, you got guys out there that talk about, different situations. Like even back in the day, whenever the apostles were coming out with the whole 2000 thing, okay, they scoff at that against Elder Tahar, Apostle Tahar, man. You got guys that scoff and talk about the chip, the microchip. They say that the microchip is not a device that gets implanted, man. They say that the chip is other things outside of the actual what it really is, man. Okay, they say the mark of the beast is God knows what, man. There's so many different things out there. I don't know where to start. But they're telling you lies and scattering the flock, man. Got blood all over their hands for these different things. Okay. Verse 5, for this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. Okay, so these guys, man, all they're meant for is just to set up the left hand side so that they can glorify, that they can be glorified in their destruction, man. Okay, that's primarily why they're doing what they're doing. Because all they're going to do is make us right in that time. We have to have an adversary. And it's them. All right? I don't want to go off into a tyrant too much, man, but it just really makes me upset. This is Titus, verse 1. Or chapter 1, verse 11. And this is going to end it. Okay? Actually, I'm going to start up at 10. It says, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Exactly. Especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're always running your damn mouths, man. Always running their mouths, man. Okay? Don't know nothing. Don't have no scriptures. Don't have no breakdowns. But always got something to say. All right? Whose mouths must be stopped. Who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. Okay. And the Lord is exposing you guys, man. There's been prime examples as of lately. Okay. You got the whole IUIC thing where they've just been exposed on multiple accounts and on many different levels. Okay. And these are men that come forth in front of everybody, man. You know, they come out on a big platform with the flashy garments, the robes, and all the videos and all these different things, man. But the Lord is exposing you guys for the wickedness that you are and the wicked men that you are, man. Wolves in sheep clothing. Okay? And you got a lot of other, small camps or people that are out there doing wickedness that are getting put out there too, man. Because the so-called white man, the Edomites, they're actually putting a spotlight on you guys and blasting you out too. The Lord is gonna have them to move on you dudes, man. Okay, but the real elect, the men of the Lord, they're gonna be preserved and kept away from that in that day, man. They're not gonna be hurt, but you guys are gonna get exposed and be destroyed, and your mouth utterly will get stopped. All right. Okay. One of themselves, this is verse 12, it says, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. Okay. Verse 13, the witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. All right. And we've seen that throughout the times, man. Okay. And all this stuff was prophesied aforetime and written for our learning. And it's now coming forth beautifully before our very own eyes, man. Okay? That should be a faith booster for you. Just in yourself, man. That should be a faith booster. Okay? And that should let you know what side you sit on. If you're sitting there and you're seeing these guys do this, you should already know what time it is. The Lord is exposing these guys, man. So these 2/3, man, these wicked people, these scribes and the Pharisees are old. And just these jakes that are running around here right now, acting like they know something when they really don't, man. The Lord has got a harsh judgment for you guys, man. Okay? Steer clear of these people, man, and stay away from them. And that's all I got on this one, man. I just wanted to bring that one out. Hopefully all through the Spirit it was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles in the great millstone. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.